What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel as well as on Twitch, so make sure you come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name Aftersound. And I do have a new song coming out on August 15th called Tides, so check it out. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. All right, guys, we have a brand spanking new proposal that has been put up here. It's in the draft proposal stage from Claiborne, although I do believe this is from the community. And you can see there's not many votes on it, right? We have less than 50 million votes. It's kind of on the cusp right now at about 71%, so we need it to stay above 67% in order to pass. I'm not saying that it should or shouldn't pass, but I do want to go over it because, as you saw from my last video, I am having a hell of a lot of fun in survival mode, and this would change things dramatically, and I wonder if it'll be for the better. So let me just read through this with you, and then I'll try to keep my thoughts muted towards until the end, but if something comes up and I got to give commentary, you know how I do. So, summary here. The proposal seeks to improve survival mode in Splinterlands by introducing a 3-month bracket-based beta test with percentage-based rewards. The goal is to create fair and engaging competition for players at all levels, increase match liquidity, and collect actionable data before deciding on permanent parameters. Now, the background here is while survival mode is one of the most exciting additions to the game in recent memory, its current structure is not working for the majority of players. Issues such as low engagement, uneven competition, and unclear reward distribution have limited its potential. The DAO now has an opportunity to test a bold bracket system that, 1, aligns rewards with actual participation, 2, creates competitive and meaningful matches across all player levels, and 3, creates a self-adjusting reward formula that adapts automatically to player participation. Now, here are the proposed changes, and this is a little confusing. It took me a while to wrap my head around it, and I might not even be thinking about it correctly, but let's just jump into the details here. So it's going to run for 3 seasons, so roughly, 3 months, which is roughly 6 seasons as a beta test. It's going to be 850,000 SPS per season. And keep in mind, we have like hundreds of millions of SPS in the DAO, so this is not a lot. Bracket structure is 11 brackets ranging from novice all the way to unlimited. Summoner caps, card level floors, and unique mechanics per bracket. So for those of you wanting league levels, I think this is what that's getting at. Bot restrictions vary by bracket. So E equals easy, A equals average, H equals hard. And then players must remain in the same bracket for the entire season. Now, cooldown adjustments by bracket cap. Novice is 10% of max cooldowns, silver is 25% of max cooldowns, and gold is 50% of max cooldowns. So there's a whole bracket thing here of how things would change. Again, I don't really want to go into it. It does have, a similar vibe to what we had before, where you had leagues and then even like sub leagues, right? But you get your novice, you get your bronze, silver, gold, and then they don't call it diamond here, but it's essentially what we're looking at, if I'm understanding this correctly, right? Where you have your Archon caps, you have the liquidity bots and what would be available, liquidity bot Archon caps, so where they would be capped at, minimum Archon level, bot services, and then details. So like level 10 would be modern only. That's an interesting thing. All right, so let's get into the percentage-based rewards model. So instead of assigning fixed SPS amounts to each bracket, the entire reward pool is shared proportionally based on participation. At season end, calculate total survival mode CP across all brackets, determine each bracket share. So, bracket share is going to be the bracket CP over the total survival CP, and then multiply that by the total SPS pool, which for the season would be 850,000 SPS. So you distribute bracket rewards retroactively within each bracket based on tracked R shares or equivalent metric from matches. So example would be total survival is equals 500 million CP. Let's say you're in bracket 8, you get 100 million CP, or 100 million over 500 million is 20%. So that would receive roughly 200,000 SPS from a 1 million SPS pool. All right, they're not even doing this with the numbers that they lined up, right? It would be 20% from the 850,000 is what I thought. All right, so advantages: eliminates arbitrary payouts, rewards scale with participation. It encourages healthy competition. More active brackets earn more rewards. Self-adjusting system requires no ongoing micromanagement from the DAO and clear player incentives. Rewards are tied directly to bracket activity. Test-driven inclusivity. So given this is a test run, casting a wider net in the name of exploration is the name of the game. Now, there's a lot that's going on here, right? And I haven't even dove into the comments yet. I do like the idea of testing. I do like the idea of potentially even bringing league caps here as something that could, entice people to play more or level up cards or play at the bottom level. Now, what I don't want to see, and the way where my mind immediately went to is is this going to get people to get a bunch of like single BCX cards, play 1.5 million battles at the lower level, right, at bracket 1, and then you have all of the SPS going to that? That is my only issue with this as of right now. Now, I'm still voting in favor of it because I want to see it pushed forward as an idea and see what the team thinks, see what the rest of the community thinks. Again, this is just a draft proposal phase, but all in all, like I'm open to the idea of tweaking survival mode a little bit more to see if we can get more participation. Now, what's funny is that, again, in the last video that I was just sharing with you guys, just the simple fact of them taking away the cooldown from the rest of the game and keeping it only for survival mode, that got me to participate. I wonder if it's gotten many others to participate. And if maybe we don't need a massive overhaul, but just tweaks like this over time. Either way, I still want to have this conversation. I think it's worth having, and especially given the fact that, you know, we're coming up to the town hall next week. I think it'll be good to see what the team says, what they have in terms of their ongoing ideas for refining survival mode or any other game modes that they might add, and how this would fit into all of that. So just want to share this with you as a new proposal that is out in the mix, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, I will catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.